Good evening, everybody. Julie here, and welcome to my channel. And we tonight are going to be doing a clip on the Presidents of the United States. This is a book that I bought at Ollie's, written by Jody Shepard, and it's just a cool little, very quick, brief outline of the Presidents of the United States. So, and then I take a little piece of paper because if not, the videos would be too long because there's so much about each president and they are very complex, complicated people. So I wanted to keep these videos short because if I just read the outline, it's only going to be a couple minutes. So I'm trying to make it, 5, 6, 7 minutes and not take up some of them. Might be just a tad bit shorter. But I love history. It's part of the reason I wanted to do this. And I realized that though I may know who these men are, they're presidents of the United States, I've studied them before in the past, but that was a long time ago and you tend to forget. And they're very complex, different men, and it's good to learn a refresher about them. And I promise y'all, if y'all would look these people up on Google and just read about them, you'd be very intrigued because it has been so intriguing reading about each and every one of them. So without further ado, let's get started. Today we are on the 23rd President of the United States, Benjamin Harrison. He was born August 20th, 1883 in Ohio. He served from 1889 to 1893. His vice president was Levi Morton. He had a wife, Carolyn, who died, and he remarried Mary, and he had 3 children. He died in 1901. Harrison stood up against Britain and Canada to protect fur seals in Alaska's Bering Sea. Did you know electricity was installed in the White House while Harrison was president? He was so afraid of being electrocuted by touching the light switches that he'd often go to sleep with the lights on. Benjamin Harrison was the grandson of William Henry Harrison, the 9th president. He became president after a very close election with Grover Cleveland. As president, Harrison repaired American harbors. He also made the Navy bigger and stronger. From then on, there would be a U.S. Navy stationed on both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. He improved relations between the U.S. and Latin America. He also opened more land out west for people to settle. More states joined the country while Harrison was in office than during any other presidency. Sometimes Harrison was called the Centennial President because he took office exactly 100 years after George Washington. And a little bit of my research, and hopefully it's not too repetitive of what we've already got here. He was the grandson of the ninth president, William Henry Harrison. And if you remember back, William Henry Harrison, his grandfather was only president for like 32 days. He was out in the inauguration in the rain and the snow, refused to wear a draft jacket or anything, and he got pneumonia and passed away. William Henry Harrison went to Farmers College and then to Miami University. Not the Miami University you think it is. It's a Miami University in Ohio. Because my first day I thought, oh, Miami, Florida? No, it's not Miami, Florida. It's Miami University in Ohio. When his first wife, Caroline, died, he married her niece 4 years after she died, whom was 25 years younger than him. When Congress passed the Forest Reserve Act, he founded 3 national parks during his term: Yosemite, Sequoia, and General Grant. He also set aside 13 million acres for future land use. He owned a pet goat named Whiskers that lived in the White House. His nickname was Little Ben, and some people said it was because of his grandfather used to be president. Some people said he was short and that's why. But that was his nickname. When his first wife Carolyn died, she was the first lady. Still, she died while he was in office, and she was only the second first lady to die while in office. In May 1864, he was Colonel Harrison, and in May 1864, Colonel Harrison and the regiment joined General Sherman's Atlanta campaign in the Army of the Cumberland. Now, I was just digging through and finding facts, so some of them are going back and forth. Now, after his wife died, his daughter and daughter-in-law took over being the hostess at the White House, because there's always got to be a hostess. He was believed to keep 2 alligators in the White House Conservatory as well as 2 opossums. So, or possums. He was a character, I think. So he was not one of the lower ranked presidents, but he wasn't overly, he was following in Cleveland's footsteps there, or not really. He was in his shadow, is what I'm trying to say, because not only was Grover Cleveland the president before him, he's also going to win the next election. So, but he was a very interesting man. I find it funny that he was scared of the light switches. And I know that they don't look anything like they did nowadays. Oh, I didn't show you his picture in the book. And then down there is where he was fighting to save the seals. So, um, very good. Set up a lot of national parks for us. So, but that's a little bit about Benjamin Harrison. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things that help get the video out there. And don't forget to check out our other videos like the Bible Recap, which we're reading the Bible in a year in chronological order with the Bible Recap as a guide. Everything I have is in playlists now, so they're going to be easy to find. If you don't want to go through the whole list of all the ones I have, you can just hit which playlist you want to see in. So again, thank you so much for watching the video. I really, really appreciate it. God bless you. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.